Hello, this is the Banjo Dude, and this is Nagini. Today I'm going to be narrating the feeding. She's about to strike. Right, there we go. Now I've edited this video to make it shorter. She generally clomps down for about 3 to 5 minutes before starting to move. And I've edited out a whole lot of just these still bits and the bits where she's not either visible or not really seen doing much, just so that you don't have to slog through, 18 minutes of feeding. Notice that she hit the mouse about in the middle, so she can't immediately start swallowing. She's going to try, but it's not going to quite work. And this is another reason I really want the viewers to see why you do not feed live mice. Even though snakes call whenever they strike in order to constrict and stop the animal from moving and fighting, they do not always get a successful call. Over her last several feedings, she's only once or twice got a call that would actually steal the mouse. And you can see here that the mouse could clearly struggle and cause damage to her, as well as undue suffering for the rodent, were he to be alive. Nagini is about 15 months old now. She's a little undersized and underweight for a snake of her age. There she is, dragging the mouse out a bit. And that's because the breeder that I got her from originally was only feeding her about once every 2 weeks. This tends to keep a snake rather small. Might be healthy, but not as healthy as if she eats regularly. It's about to jump to another fade. And here she's getting ready to position the mouse for better swallowing. Nagini is a very unique snake because, one, she is a ghost mutation, which means that she's the product of a anathoristic and a hypomelanistic pairing that results in almost no real coloring. Here she is, almost ready to finish swallowing the mouse so we can see it. This is actually my favorite part of the feeding, other than perhaps the striking, because she looks really primitive and primeval whenever her mouth and throat is extra large. Looks more like a dragon of old. The other reason that Nagini is particularly unique is that prior to my obtaining her back in December, she had her back broken in about 3 places. In a future video, I'm going to show some handling of her, and we're going to be able to see the actual parts where her back has been fused. So she has a few balance issues. Luckily, the joints have fused back together. She's healthy, she eats, she does everything she needs to do, but she was not well taken care of prior to my caring of her. She's just about got the mouse out, and we're going to get some nice yawning. She loves smiling for the camera. Snakes will do this. They raise their head up high to sort of let gravity help them swallow the mouse down and work its way down their throat. This is probably somewhat unpleasant for the snake, but it's how they eat. And snakes actually have very non-sensitive nerve endings. Their nervous system is fairly primitive, although it is very effective in doing what it does. There she is, stretching out. We can actually see the mouse moving down toward her stomach. I won't have to feed her again for about 5 days after this. Another great thing to notice is just how active snakes are right after feeding. If I had decided to throw another mouse in there, she would eat it. And it is an alternative to feeding extra large prey, actually. And once your boa is a bit bigger, If you don't want to feed a rabbit, you can just put in 1 or 2 of the extra large rats, give them time to swallow each one, and they will gladly take it. This is also a time which you do not want to really handle your boa. The only times that she's ever struck or been aggressive is right after feeding, because now she is in hunter mode and she wants more. And so while you shouldn't handle it, it's really enjoyable to watch and see quite how active this usually temporarily steady state is. And that's a rather quick feeding, so I hope you enjoyed it. Credits are here and new video coming up soon. Thank you so much.